7 more minutes until Joe Biden is our president. Now, am I really excited about that? Well, aside from our orange goblin of a president that's lucky enough to even be involved in politics in the first place, I wouldn't say that I am, like, mega stoked. Like, I wouldn't see myself buying an absurd amount of merchandise like how I did with Chase Elliott following his victory and Jimmy Johnson following his retirement to a phenomenal career, as I'm wearing a Jimmy Johnson shirt right now, which commemorates his Big E win. Okay, I don't want to get on a tangent, but Joe Biden should just consider himself lucky that he has a victory against an absolute childish buffoon that is Donald Trump. I mean, I kind of have, like, I don't really have much excitement that he's a president. I mean, sure, I do like him a hell of a lot more than Donald Trump, but when you say that I'm a Joe Biden supporter just because I am not even close to a fan of Trump, how's that not any different from saying that I'm a huge Cleveland Browns fan just because I don't want Pittsburgh or Dallas winning? I mean, that is the same logic right there, ladies and gentlemen. If I'm supposedly a Joe Biden supporter just because I'm not a fan of Trump, then that shouldn't be any different from you using the same logic as saying that I'm supposedly a LA Dodgers fan just because I don't want the New York Yankees winning. Like, just because I dislike one candidate less than the other does not make me an outright fan of the guy. Do I think Joe Biden's free of falsehood? Of course not. I'm not going to be a complacent moron and pretend that nothing's wrong with what he does. Obviously, there's plenty of wrong with what he did in the past, which I won't dig too deep into, but given that the absolute absurdity this country has plummeted into, I would much rather take Joe Biden's safety protocols to extreme measures more than what Donald Trump has to offer, especially when he was the one that did absolutely nothing to contain this virus under control. Now, I want to say a lot more than what I have to offer in this video, but I want to save that for the scripted video that I have upcoming. And of course, Tommy Lauren had the freakish audacity to say that the right wing had one bad day, where the left has yet to apologize for all summer. First of all, bitch, what would you rather tolerate? Multiple stabs on your skin from sharpened pencils or a broken forearm? Because that's exactly what you're saying, Tommy Lauren. You're saying you prefer a completely broken forearm over multiple stabs on foreign skin from a sharpened pencil. That is exactly how fucking stupid your logic sounds, Tommy Lauren. Also, was 9/11 not one bad day for the radical Islam that the hard right wing hypocritically despises when they share a lot of common traits with said extremists? It doesn't make sense to me. You can't say you despise radical Islam only to show traits that they possess just like you. It just doesn't make any sense to me. I don't see why you are fine with Donald Trump still being president, supposedly if he were ever to get his defeat overturned, when more than 3%, by the way, is a massive number in death toll for this country. Whereas the voter fraud for Joe Biden's case was only less than 1%. So how is it that Joe Biden doesn't deserve to be president over a small case of voter fraud, yet Trump deserves to be president over an abundance of corona deaths? it just doesn't make any sense to me. So let me get this straight. Obama's leadership, while the Ebola disease was contagiously spreading ubiquitously all over I think it was Texas, I believe, that Ebola was having an outbreak. The deaths were in only the single digits or only the two digits, and that suddenly means that Obama. Why am I having such a faltering brain right now? The stupidity of Republicans is really getting to me, I'm telling you. Anyway, the deaths from Ebola in the double digits or single digits, that automatically means that Obama should be resigned. But Donald Trump, who got people in the 6 digits killed because of his ineptitude, because he's care more about looking smart as a conspiracy theorist rather than taking actual scientists seriously that warned us right from the start he should be having a second fucking term. You see, I want to yell, but I really don't want to hurt my voice right now because I really am completely worn out of yelling. And not to mention, I'd rather save that for whatever bullshit, whatever kind of absurdity happens in NASCAR. So I'm just gonna keep this video brief and concise as best as I can. So, and if you are gonna be one of those people that say that Trump was never never had that victory served to him on a silver platter because of Russia. If you're going to be one of those people that completely hand waves away all the evidence just because it goes against your party, try telling that to the Mueller investigation. It's not rocket science to use Google, you know. Mueller has dug up plenty of evidence that leads towards the direction of Russia meddling the election 4 years ago, which even served Trump his presidency in the first place. Okay, I wasn't planning on raising my voice, but this is the part where I get really frustrated and exasperated, all because conservatives don't have a single clue of what goes on nowadays and care more about spreading propaganda more than actually getting out the facts. Bear in mind, I never voted for Hillary Clinton. I cannot stomach voting for a criminal at all. But hey, at the same time, I'm not a complacent moron that excuses everything for whatever party is on the central or left or whatever side that I may be leaning towards. Certainly I don't lean towards the right, and I never will. And after dealing with not even 4 years, but an entire year that's worse than both 2017, 18, and 19 combined, I am totally not even touching the Republican Party. Not anytime soon. No way. The only Republican candidate that I have any sliver of trust towards is Mitt Romney. And even then, it doesn't even say all that much. He's the only one that has a sliver of integrity left. And I can't even believe I'm saying that because I vehemently rooted against him in the 2012 election. That was only because I was a hardcore Obama supporter that loved yelling the Obama meme in high school. Oh man, those were the days of my wild antics when I was only 15 years old. So, yeah. Your absolute my absolute unabashed stoicism for whatever ire you guys have towards Joe Biden on the left is pretty much negated. Because if you're going to take this to heart so much to the point where you raid the Capitol building and continue to completely borderline ignore all the evidence against your agendas or ridiculous claims, or even ignore all the evidence that rebuttals to your denials of why you even had your precious orange goblin as president in the first place, then I essentially have no reason to take anything of value from any of you. So, all your bullshit rationalizations for your precious goblin can go die in a raging inferno. Die in the radioactive, blown nuclear core of radioactive reactor 4 in Chernobyl. Oh look, it's 12 p.m. Now Joe Biden's president. Hooray! But I'm only excited because that means I don't have to deal with that absolute ass clown of a Republican president anymore. I shouldn't even call him a Republican because he's just more of a fucking diabetic fucking Alex Jones at best. I don't even fucking know. I don't know, guys. I just don't know. I think I've made my point. I made my point why the hard right is a whole bunch of fucking hypocrites, ignoring all the Russia meddling evidence that was provided by Mueller throughout Donald Trump's entire presidency, all while taking all the supposed false evidence, well, not supposed, taking all the misleading evidence of voter fraud for Joe Biden's case. I think I have made my point. I don't need to continue rambling on, so just to avoid rambling, I'm just gonna end this video right here. So, yeah, see you whenever I feel like